Dynamic Interchange is a full-service training and facilitation company. Our goal is to provide comprehensive, results-oriented solutions to the issues facing employees and employers in the organizational development and development area. We provide workshops, we provide customized workshops, and we also create strategic planning meetings, and we do professional coaching. I've been in the learning and development field for about 15 years now. Prior to that, I was an employee working on a desk in a cubicle in a large company, and obviously there were training and programs connected with that, and I would have to attend these programs, which was fine, but one of the things that really began to bother me is the training programs taught theory, but they never brought it into the real world and showed you how to practically apply the skills you were learning. So what I did was decided to go into the learning and development business and center my business around practical application. So while we do teach theory, because that's the basis underlying what you're doing, we also teach skills which have to be practiced. And so what we have done is structured role plays that allow the participants to practice the skill in a safe environment, but we also ask participants to bring work from their desk. What are they working on? What are their biggest challenges? We ask them to bring those into the class so that we can apply the skills that they're learning to a real-life situation and show them how to use this so that it's useful to them when they go back to their desks and it isn't just a binder that's going to gather dust on a shelf. Good morning, everybody. My name is Keith Campbell. I am the owner of Dynamic Interchange, LLC. We created the course that you'll be doing today, which is Self-Empowerment, Dealing with Anybody, Anywhere. The objective of this course, to provide participants an awareness of their response to stress and to perceived inequality, and tools for dealing effectively with their own perception and response. We're going to talk about power issues. We're going to talk about your reaction to stress, whether you have a fight or flight response. We're going to talk about the organic effects of stress on the body. Power is a neutral term in my book. Power is simply a descriptive word, okay? It is negative or positive depending on how it's used, okay? You are only as powerful as you perceive yourself to be. I want you to write down a situation where you became very upset. If your guard was down, write the things that you might have said that were in your head.
This individual came early before we were ready for service. And I thought, well, okay, it's a hot day. We'll give her iced tea. We don't even make iced tea. We're in the middle of the service. You know, we have 100 guests. We're trying to get the wine served to everyone. And she needs her iced tea again, right immediately, right then, right there. So I said, I'm sorry but we will get you your iced tea. You just need to be a little bit patient. To which she immediately sort of almost shrieked, I have been patient.
Take the time to just kneel down so you're not in a threatening position.
Yeah.
And say, ma'am, I absolutely understand this is important and we're working as hard as we can to get that to you. I understand this is important. The quicker I get back to the kitchen...
I have been patient.
I know you have. The quicker that you allow me to get back to the kitchen and allow us to serve, the quicker I'll be able to get your iced tea. Our workshops are designed for all levels of a company. We teach everybody from the frontline workers in the warehouse to the people in the executive suite. Obviously, we need to do a little bit of customization for that due to the different level in the company and the different decision making that they're doing. Perceived balance of power differences and their impact on your stress levels. I've taught negotiation skills to nurses for years. And I find this is a big issue because of the doctor situation, doctor-nurse relationship, and the administrator-nurse relationship, the patient-nurse relationship, and in some cases where it's a nurse case manager dealing with insurance companies and feeling like you don't have any power. Okay? It's not true.
When I say no, I have a hard time.
Okay.
Again, it takes practice, and it's, will they still like me?
Have you ever heard of a sucker's choice? A sucker's choice is when you take two things and you believe them to be mutually exclusive, but they're not. I can say no, but they won't like me. Or I can say no and still have them like me, and you think you can only have one of those. They can like me or I can say no.
My life is good. I'm contented with my life. Probably not even probably, the one thing I need more of is alone time. And that's difficult.
Do you schedule it? Have
No.
you said, I would
No.
like some alone time, it's nurturing for me?
Yes.
Could you folks plan something fun outside of the house? Cannot you ask for 4 hours on a day that would be easier for them to leave the house and they take the dog?
Sure.
I really think what makes us unique is our ability to customize a workshop to your needs, to the needs of your industry, to the needs of your culture, both corporate culture and surrounding culture. And also the fact that we don't make assumptions about what you need. We will interview, we'll ask what are the issues you're trying to address, and then we'll take those issues and we will either recommend courses that we already have on the shelf, recommend some customization, or we'll actually, from the ground up, create a course that fits your needs. Ma'am, I understand this is important to you, and I understand you've been waiting quite a while for your iced tea. I am going to get it to you, but as you can see, the room is busy with other activities as well that we need to manage. I will get your iced tea as soon as I can, but we are busy. In addition to our technical expertise, I think one of the things that makes us unique is the multicultural experience we bring to the table. I have facilitated strategic planning retreats and workshops in places as diverse as Australia, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, and of course the US. It's really important to me to not only adapt the material technically to the culture that I'm dealing with, but also to adapt my teaching style to the culture so that the people that I'm teaching get a useful and practical training experience, and they get something that they can use.
My last job was one of the most challenging that I've had, and I wish I had this course before that job.
I'm really proud of the team that's come together under the Dynamic Interchange banner. I'm the principal and I generally do most of the teaching and have most of the contact with the clients, but we also have a team that works on not only the customization but instructional design of new courses. For example, we have Dr. Ellen Carringer, who is a highly respected neuropsychologist, well published, and she helps us work on some of the psychological factors of dealing with different populations and how the material will be received. We have Dr. Charlene Osler, who is an RN PhD, well published, well versed in adult learning theory, and she also helps us customize and make sure that the level of teaching meets the level of the population that we're teaching, so that we're neither too simple nor too complex. And then last but not least, we have Paul Vidamutu, who is a counselor and also our COO. He is very well versed in human interaction, and so he helps us from that standpoint. I really can't do them justice here, but their bios are on our website at www.dynamicinterchange.com.